And hello everyone. Good evening and welcome back to Liminal Space. I'm Bonnie, your innkeeper, I'm sure you all know. But hi everyone, hello. It is, a quarter till 9 for me. It's December 15th, it's Thursday. Happy Friday to some of y'all. Otherwise, happy Thursday, we're almost to the weekend, and also happy halfway through December. In case you forgot, it's December 15, or 16. Ow, I hit my hand. In case you forgot how time zones work. Anyway, hi Citrona, hi Bones, hi Magic, hello. I see y'all are talking about Pez, and again, I have not had Pez before. I have seen it my entire life, and they chose a really emotional track to be playing right now, or this Professor Layton mix, but I have seen Pez all my life, never actually tried it, I think. Perhaps I should have a list of random things I should try that I've never really tried. Twinkies would be on that list, but I'm dead sure I've had a Twinkie before. But I've only had it like maybe once or twice. So it doesn't count. Just kidding. Well, at least to me it doesn't count. You know. Anyway. Everyone, also Magic, thank you for the research redeem, 206B. I think we can go ahead and do that now before we continue with what today's stream will be. So 206B is under the Fauna and Flora section of my research journal. And 206B is actually the continuation of the Fireborn entry, and is very important because it's kind of related to my lore slash species. So listen up, babes. Okay. So 206B is specifically about the physiology and anatomy of Fireborns. And just to refresh your mind, Fireborn is the official magical name for what is often referred to in other literature as a fire elemental, fire spirit, and salamander. On entry 206B, like other elementals, the Fireborn have vastly varying physiological traits. Some are bipedal, but some are quadrupedal. Some may have more than 2 arms, and some of them might have more than 2 eyes. Some of them have tails, and some of them have horns. And a lot of the times, it's because they might sometimes resemble lizards or reptiles, hence the name salamander in ancient literature, referring to fire elementals. The composition of a Fireborn's body is heavily influenced by its origins. Those that are born from volcanic eruptions have sturdy bodies made of igneous rock like basalt and pumice, and they have sharp claws made of diamond, and even more rarely, obsidian. Those that tend to be born from wildfires have much more slender bodies that are composed of coal and black carbon, and tend to be more fragile than those made from volcanic eruptions. Fireborn heads are almost always on fire, fueled by the magical energies that are stored in their bodies, which allow them to, oddly enough, be on fire, even underwater. But despite this, they are still vulnerable to cold temperatures and water, such that, as we've seen, some Fireborns that are born from volcanic eruptions that immediately go into the ocean water end up dying because it's an unfamiliar substance and environment to them. The colors of a Fireborn flame may vary between individuals, and the temperature also varies based on the emotional state. It's suddenly very festive. This is a festive Professor Layton mix. It's getting very... What is happening? Anyway, because Bonnie's human has control over fire magic, and because of Bonnie's physiological traits, we have been hypothesizing that liminal magic merged with the human's energy to produce Bonnie, an artificial Fireborn that serves as the human's esper. The composition of Bonnie's head contains phosphorus, wax, and black carbon, components most notably found in candlesticks and matchsticks. Notably, any body in the hybrid form that is derived from Bonnie's pure form, for example, the flaming head, can be reshaped like clay, though it does return to the original shape after a bit, and it seems this isn't the case for the natural Fireborns that may be made of, say, rock, or burnt material akin to burnt trees and wildfires. And that is entry 206B. Dickhead reel. What is happening with y'all with the fire dick and the dickhead reel? Lord Almighty. I think I need to, from here, update entry 101. Now that we've fully elaborated on my species, I'm gonna go ahead and get that updated. Feel free to read that. Read entry 101 on your own time if you just need to know the basis of Bonnie, my persona, and the basic lore about myself. But species-wise, I am technically an artificial fire element, for your reference. Wow, ooh. Can't believe, y'all. Again, with this redacted conversation, I'm gonna pretend like it didn't happen. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that research entry. That one is one of the biggest things that I think I really want to develop over this break and get some ideas for visual development about. Yeah. Do I have entries about the literal world? I think last stream, Magic redeemed entry 106, which is about the different liminal planes and liminal space. I don't really have that many other entries about the world itself, unfortunately, but I do have more entries that are soon to come. Eventually, when I get around to adding them. I've been kind of lagging on writing more entries for this research journal, but they are in the process. Research takes a while, y'all. I'm gonna drink some water really quick. Do I have any more entries prepped? Right now, after that redemption, there are only 2 more hexed entries that you can redeem right now. But since I only have 2 more streams, technically that's enough. But I have other entries that I have been writing, or that are in progress of writing. So I'll probably get more of those in. So y'all will have a little more variety for the last 2 streams of the week. Yeah, pretend that didn't happen. Imposter sound effect. Fast fade into an image of anatomy practice. Stop! 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 Ah! Anyway, let me go ahead and review the schedule for the week in case y'all forgot what it is. Okay. So today is the Thursday stream. So today is mostly just dedicated to reflecting on 2022, and then I'll be doing some goal setting with y'all for 2023, because why not? We love doing New Year's resolutions! Yes! I don't know if I'll be doing anything else on stream, actually. I might not do art. I am still working on the Leshy piece from Inscription. I've been doing the line art more and more a little bit. Oh my gosh, stream more and more by twice, sorry. And then I've actually also been spontaneously working on a little piece of fan art for a webcomic I've been reading, so I've been mostly grinding on that for today and also yesterday. Yeah, so I also might just not game, so this might be just a short stream where we talk about goals and our ideals and dreams and blah blah blah. Yeah, also I had to look. I looked up a thing on how to like show the time on my stream, and I found someone made this nice little resource for OBS. So now I have the date and the time for my time zone. That's great. In case y'all ever need to know what time it is for me. Now you can just be like, oh, Bonnie, it's like midnight for you. It's like, shut up. I do what I want, but still. Yeah. It's a small, simple thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I am actually going to start by first reviewing all the art I've made. 1350? Yes. Kind of reviewing all the art I've made in 2022, so we're gonna start there. Because people always do the, oh, here's like one piece of art per month, doobie-doo-doo-da. I do not have enough art to fill all the months, I think. But I'll try anyway. So we're gonna use Clip Studio because Clip Studio is what I'm comfortable with, and I'm gonna see if I can format this. I need to divide this. Okay, so so we can divide this into 6, so that be 2400 divided by 6 is 400. Okay. And then unfortunately it's a square grid, so I can't really... I'll have to work with this first and then divide these into 2. Oh my lord, please. Thank you. Just give me a moment. You're off to buy frog figurines? Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Bones. Good luck with your travels and good luck buying... Good luck. Best of luck buying very quality frog figurines. Send photos, because we obviously need to see photos of them. Or else we'll be very, very sad and depressed, and you don't want us to be depressed, do you? If you do, then there's something wrong with you. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna... I should have prepped this beforehand. It's okay. Everything's fine. Yeah. For real. Yay! Figurine photos, let's go! But yeah, I'd love to hear from y'all about how you felt about 2022, if you've been doing any art of any kind, how's that been going for you, or any other endeavors that you've been doing, like goals, like general goals and stuff, because I'll be going over like the goals I set, like my actual spreadsheet that I make for that sort of thing. I'd love to hear about that too. Okay, so now that I have this, I'm gonna change my grid type to 1350 divided by half, which is 775. There we go. Right? No, 675 is what I'm looking for. There we go. We're gonna take... I think I should be able to select all of these. Yes, cool. And then... I can see... Oh, never mind. Okay, I was like, excuse me. I'm gonna label these now, so this one's January. This one's February. How do I... Okay. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. October. November. And December. Okay, so the way this will work is that I will drop in... Ooh, sorry, I hit my mic pop filter. I'm gonna be dropping in like maybe only one piece of art per month, or maybe a few, and then I'll kind of talk about it. Kind of talk about maybe if I remember anything from that month, and like what I've been trying to do with my art. And it's going to be based on when it was posted, not when it's created, because I have had some stuff that I created and then I didn't finish it until like a month or two later. Yeah, so we're not gonna... yeah. So first, I'm gonna look on my Instagram to help me with this. So let's see, Instagram. So first we got January, so that is right at the beginning of 2022. We got this one. I have this lovely portrait of Brimstone from Valorant. If I can grab it. It's like half. Oh god, it's like not there because it's hidden behind everything. Okay, hold on, I got this. Let me just move the layer over. There he is. That's our Brimstone. So, oh my gosh, I have to like fit it in frame or whatever. Okay. There we go. So, at the beginning of 2022, art-wise, like at the end of 2021 going into this current year, I was thinking I want to improve my art. I want to try to get a more painterly style instead of simple cell shading. This was a very slow start into that. Also, hi Ita, hello, hello. I give you 4 hit kisses, mwah, mwah, mwah. We're talking about our year and kind of reminiscing before we start doing some goal setting for the next year. Also, thank you for the lurk, Magic. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Yes, back to this. So, let's see if we can zoom in and get some details. So, end of 2021 going into this current year, I started limiting myself to mainly only using a round brush. Round brush pressure opacity. And if you don't know what that means, I can do a demonstration right now. I don't know if I still have it on here. This is a plane. It's a round brush, so it's a plain circle shape. The more I push down, the more opaque it is. The less I push down, the less opaque it is. No size difference. Not at all. It's a simple pressure opacity round brush. A basic ass brush to practice with. And so I was using it, it's kind of hard to see because it's pixely, but I was using it in the line art, like using it in the line art, using it as my base thing for like the cell shading in this. And I was like slowly starting to incorporate textured brushes a little bit too, but for me it was kind of like start from the bottom, start with the basic brush for basic blending and stuff, and work up from there. I'm getting very emotional for music. Very festive indeed, thank you. Yeah, so that was like the mark for January, for the year. Just kind of getting used to this round brush, kind of try to get into that. Feel for its blending and stuff, and then see if I can like advance to textured brushes for actual painting and rendering and stuff. So for February, I'm gonna put this one. It's really big, but it's a piece I did for Valentine's Day of my partner. See if I can get this to fit properly at least. There we go. But this one wasn't like too major of like a change. Oh, hold on, let me save this, you know. 2022 art in review. So this one wasn't like too deviating from what I've been trying to practice with my art. It's just me continuing my application of using the round brush with pressure opacity, and this is also the start of me being like, oh, I should like start doing backgrounds and stuff. And one of the big things I think that happened starting around spring semester was me actually starting to force myself to kind of learn how to make backgrounds. And you can kind of see it in like some of the splash screens you see on my stream. Those were some of the big backgrounds that I like created that I'm really proud of, like progress-wise, because I'm like, oh, I was forcing myself to learn to really get used to using perspective rollers and stuff and use perspective to make backgrounds. And I think February was the time where I was like, I think maybe I should like start getting into making backgrounds and stuff. Yeah. And that's my partner. They're a cutie. Love them very much. The next up is March. So for March, I was busy doing a big school project that took up the entire month. And then I finished 2 small little background illustrations in April. So I'm actually going to put one of them here into March instead, because I can. I believe this one was the first one that I came up with. just make sure, I just want to scale it down a little more. And just clip it, okay. So I think it was like late March and going into April, I actually was like, oh, there's a Pokemon zine for Hoenn, which is Generation 3 of Pokemon, and I was like, oh, let me try applying for the zine. Winds of Hoenn, by the way, is the zine name. There were some amazing artists and illustrators and writers that participated in that. I unfortunately did not get in, but it is okay because I personally did think I had a lot to improve on my art, and I'm still like trying to figure out where I'm sitting with my art style, but I feel like I'm like finding where I want to sit with my art style as of right now, which we'll get into later. But I did this as like practice on doing background illustrations and, you know, making some sample portfolio pieces to apply to the zine for. So I was using both a round brush for like the line art again, but I was using some textured brushes for like the background and like doing some of the elements on the background. And yeah, I did Lotad because Lotad is cute, and I thought doing a piece with Lotad would be really nice. Yeah. And then the other piece that I'm going to put down, which, because I did both of these and finished them, posted them in April, is another Pokemon background that I did, but this one is a little different in execution. Let me see if I can get you speech. Come on. Okay, well, let me clip it to April first, at least. Okay. Yeah, you're the star. You're the star. Everybody. So for this one, I chose to do Spiel for this Pokemon little illustration, and I played a little bit more with a 2-point perspective, at least for the skyscape, just a little bit. And I was experimenting a little more with using textured brushes, so this time I actually went back a long time ago when I first... a long time ago. It wasn't that long ago, but when I first started doing digital art, one of the brushes that I found myself using a lot when I thought I found where I wanted to sit was a gouache brush from Clip Studio, which is one of the brushes I use now. Not necessarily for line art, but when I'm doing like my rendering and stuff, I love using it. So it has returned full circle, but I tried using it for the line art here to like have a more rough line art vision / texture for it. But otherwise, you know, like, Steel, so cute. Shiny Steel, very cute. Cute Pokemon! Yeah, these are like 2 sample pieces that I did to like fortify my portfolio for like the zine, to get it ready for that, but again, I'm actually kind of grateful because then I had all that time over the majority of this year to kind of practice and stuff, and like, you know, be like, oh, I need to improve on myself. Do. Okay. So next is the month of May, and it looks like I don't have anything that I started on in the month of May, if I'm correct. Like, I have nothing that I worked on at all during the month of May. I kept working on stuff going into June, but there wasn't anything for the month of May. Unless, let's see, let me check my other files. Because that's actually kind of sad that May would be the only month without anything. Let me see. I want to see... Wait, maybe those were in here still, right? Because I want to know, when did I start working on the backgrounds for my stream overlays? Like, when did I first start working? I feel like it was not in May. Oh, it was in July. It was in July. Okay, well, unfortunately nothing happened in May, so we'll just leave that blank. Very sad. Very not wahoo. Skipping over to June, I did work on stuff for June. I think May was like nearing the end of the semester for me, so that's probably why I wasn't able to print anything out as much, unfortunately. Which, you know what happens? It's normal. It happens. Happens to the best of us. For June, I do have... do I have... I only have one piece for... so in case you didn't know, June is Pride Month! So I did a really quick piece just to kind of be like, yay, Pride Month, wahoo, you know. Which I think is a separate matter because I'm still like trying to figure out my identity and stuff and trying to figure out who I am. But I just did a quick piece to kind of like elaborate, or just be like, yay, a Pride Month piece. Like I think it would actually be like my first ever Pride Month illustration, I think. Hopefully I can get like a more fully fledged one out next time around, which we'll see. You simply are not. Okay, good for you. Wait, simply are not what? When my mouth runs a mile an hour, a mile a minute. I think people say a mile a minute. No, okay, thanks. So clarifying. Thank you for elucidating. Anyway, yeah. You can actually see here, this is like one of the rougher designs that I had for my persona as I was developing Bonnie as like a persona. So this is one of like the halfway through iterations. I should probably go over that too, huh? I'll go over that later, but this is like one of the earlier iterations or like the development stages for Bonnie actually. You know, there's like the eye socket, you know, you got the eye, but like there's no mouth or anything, it's just that so-called eye, and like we got the flaming head still, you know, we got the same whole indigo to like the magenta color scheme. Alright. And next up we've got July, and July was when I was really like, I am getting fully fledged ready for getting back on Twitch and streaming, because one of my goals is to, you know, do a lot more art, but also get back to doing Twitch streaming, rebranding, doing Twitch streaming, being a serious VTuber. I am a PNG tuber, by the way, but, you know, get a little more serious about it. And then I have only this one piece that I made for July, very ominous looking piece. This one, again, I actually only was specifically using the round brush while I was working on it, for whatever reason. I will like forever clown myself for using the round brush so extensively. But whatever, it's fine. We got the Left Eye Means logo down there. Oh my god, so cool. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of like this little introduction being like, oh, this is the start of a new era for me. I'm carving out a new name. Like, if you like, literally the caption is like, with this dagger for myself, I carve a new name. But that was like the start of me being like, oh, I'm diving into this new branding of Left Eye Means, for the Left Eye Means N and stuff, blah blah blah. And just kind of like diving into that. Maybe I drew my human form in this one. But this one was like kind of a fully fledged start toward me actually getting into the new branding that I wanted to start doing for VTubing. Okay, thanks, Troy. You're so supportive. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. Kind of excited to think of that. It took me a lot longer because I actually wanted to do it like in July. I wanted to re-debut, I guess have my proper debut with my serious VTubing persona in July, but I had to go into like, I think it was August for my scheduling, right? Yeah, mid-August instead, which was just because I was procrastinating, but also trying to figure out like backgrounds and some other stuff that I was working on. But you know what happens, and I think I might actually have, I might, because I don't want to look at this piece too long, because I get kind of embarrassed looking at it. Hehehe. Because I'm also tired of my round brush era. I'm gonna put in the background that I did for my overlays because this is one of the things that I worked on in July, was making these spiffy new backgrounds for myself. And this one was a fun experimentation, or like learning like actual perspective and stuff to do them. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this piece turned out, to be completely honest. Like, I mean, you could see it. I still have it on my starting and ending screens. Soon to be remade when I get around to updating my visual development soon. Also, annyeong stage, hello, good evening. Happy halfway through December. Right now I'm doing an art in review for my 2022. I don't think I did one for 2021, now that I think about it. I did one for 2020, but not for last year. I'm doing one for this year. We're kind of talking about it right now. And then I'm going to be switching over to reviewing the goals that I set for this year, and then do some goal setting / resolutions for next year. Yeah, very fun, very exciting. I hope you're doing well, Stitch. I'm going to drink some water. So for August, I had the pleasure of working alongside other illustrators to host a month-long art prompt called Garden Party Pals. Bones, enjoy your blue potion. Reviews are going good so far. Right now we're in August. So for August, actually I think July and August was like around the time when I was actually getting into talking with people from Prowlercord. Yeah, wahoo. I'll put down my Twitch recaps later, because I think that's something we should talk about also, our Twitch recaps, because I wanted to talk about that last stream, but I kind of forgot. But it's more fitting for this stream. Yeah, so, August was Garden Party Pals, which I co-hosted with a bunch of other cool illustrators. And basically it was a really cute summer prompt theme. And so the illustration that I'll be putting down was for the first week's prompt, which was Garden Creatures. And this is like one of the only art pieces that I have that's related to like my lore / world building, and it is the mandrakes. And this one's also like a big ass full-fledged like background sort of thing that I worked my ass off to make, which I'm very proud of, but also at the same time I put so much effort into this, like Lord Almighty, why did I do this to myself? But this was a piece, Lord Almighty. I think I put a lot of effort into this piece especially, but I did like a full-fledged background with the little mandrakes in front and like tomatoes in my garden, with a nice golden hour, that sort of thing. But I really wanted to dive into, I got this, I'm an artist, I can draw backgrounds, I can trust the process, doobity-doo-da. They are about to run into each other at full force and headbutt. Yeah, they're little clumsy little fellows, but they like exploring, doing a little exploration, you know, little adventures. I really like how this one turned out. I put so much unnecessary detail drawing out the leaves and stuff in the tomato plants, and then in the background I was just like, so much unnecessary effort. But I still enjoyed doing it, because it's really nice to just kind of be like, oh, I'm gonna practice doing some more background sort of stuff, you know? And then there's another piece that I'm also proud of, which was the piece for the week 2 prompt for August, which was Refreshing Treats. This one was another self-portrait sort of thing. It is the Ice Cream Boba one. Let me clip this. I'm not sure. It's very possible that either right before or after this piece was created, I decided to give glasses to my VTuber design. So over here in June, I was like, we have an eye, and then sometime between that and August, I was like, let me add a mouth, and then this is where I started doing glasses, because I did sunglasses for this, and I was like, oh, I kind of like the idea of having glasses. Originally, you can see they're kind of taped here, but in lore, or I don't know if it's lore, but basically my glasses stay up because of thermal pressure. There's enough thermal pressure of my flames that it stays up on my face properly. Also, good luck with your dog shit in the kitchen, Citrona. I hope you can clean it up really quickly. Oh dear. Yeah, stay dawdle on the floor. Little stubby things. I might need to reconfigure their design, because it's hard. I don't think they can really get up if they kind of fall over, now that I think about it. We'll see. Yeah, this piece I was also really proud of. This one, and for July, I stepped away from using that round pressure opacity brush. I started taking more charge of how I want to do my shading and render. Oh my gosh, this boba ice cream! I'm so proud of how this turned out. It looks so great. Look at that gloss, that shine, that sweat. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. Oh yeah, and I think also from this piece, I was also like adding a third point color to my flame gradient. Instead of 2 colors, it's now 3 colors in my flame. To be extra, for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm really diving into using textures and stuff with I'm using that gouache brush, which let me demonstrate. It's this gouache dry brush that, you know, has this texture to it. Yeah, like really enjoying using that. And you kind of notice I've been using this like grainy texture in the background. It's like this paper texture, and I'm just using it like all the time because it helps me feel like, oh, I'm like drawing or like painting on paper, you know. I'm gonna cover this up because the next one is actually another self-portrait, which is for September. It is the piece that you see all the goddamn time whenever my schedule goes up on like Twitter, or I show it here, or I link it on Discord. It is the autumn piece, which I am very proud of. I can get it to clip properly. Oh, I moved it wrong. This one like got really funky with trying to figure out the composition for this one. So I have a background, I faded it out to like put contrast on the subject. I have a faded foreground to kind of frame things in like a vignette. I did like a funky perspective angle for this too. Oh my gosh, I was really trying to like figure out more dynamic poses and more interesting perspective angles by this time of year, and I think this one was one of those times where it paid off. Like this kind of weird, honestly, top-down angle. But I really like how it turned out and how fall it feels, and I need to stop using it because it's winter, but I'm taking a break anyway. But that gives me time to work on a new self-portrait that's for winter, which we'll see how that goes. But I'm still diving into using the textured brushes. For this one, I actually made a few pattern brushes in order to do like the grass blades and like the leaves, because there are some default brushes in Clip Studio that allow you to make a bunch of these, but I instead opted to make my own, or like replicate these brushes, but with my own brush shapes to be specifically made with the brushes that I'm using. So instead of being these, this is like the original leaf one. Oh no, it's not. No, that's a lie. It kind of was. So this one is like, you can see it's so like pristine, but it's not the vibe I'm going for. So instead I made my own brush shapes and did this basically to get like the leaf shapes. So that's the leaves, and then for the grass, I basically just took my gouache brush and just did shapes like this. And then that's how I made my grass pattern decoration brush. I think you're supposed to overlay like this, so it actually goes from, you know, back to front, like so. And I never played with those brushes again, just kidding. I would make it more if I found a use for it, but I haven't found too much use for it just yet, so for now it's a feature that at least I've tried out once, and I'm happy that I tried it out once. Yeah. And because by the time August and September was starting, I was starting my fall semester for college classes. I was kind of like, oh, stresso espresso. Like, I don't know if I have much time for art when I'm doing all these graphic design projects. I've been trying to like fit them in here and there. It's a little hard, but I was able to get something done in October for Halloween, which was the cute little chibis! My favorite little thingies, my favorite little buddies. Oh my gosh. The 3 chibis that I did for Halloween, which were like the 3 different costume ideas that I had for myself. Which I can't really fit them all, but it was the... see if I can actually, come on. It was the candle, lantern, and light bulb costumes that I drew for Chibi Me. These are really cute, and again, I was just really diving into this one and the previous one, just kind of like being less plain cell shading, so just being like a block of color for the shadow and that's it. More like subtle with like my shading, like here, for example, adding some extra color. And again, this paper texture, which will never elude me, because I like using that paper texture a lot. I just really love using that paper texture. But yeah, this is also like my second chibi illustration that I did for the year, because I did another one during August for that prompt list. And I think it was just, I am not good at doing chibis, to be honest. I think these turned out amazing, but I'm not someone who's like super good with doing chibis and stuff, and I think this one was like a great practice for me to like get more chibi drawing practice in and like really trying to find what I vibed with chibi designs and stuff. And also kind of around this time that like I really started vibing more with people online, or like with like new people that I've met online and stuff. And I've been, you know, streaming since August happened, since I re-debuted basically, or properly debuted. It was super fun. Putting this together made me really happy too. So November was just last month. I was working on Huevember pieces, y'all. Huevember was happening. I did not have that much for Huevember. I will go ahead and put this one down because I am really proud of this piece of fan art that I did of Nico from One Shot. This is the piece I'm proud of the most from Huevember, because this one I think really exemplifies that painterly style that I was trying to go for. Because there's so much contrast, especially in this. Like, I love how I did the lights and darks in this, and how I was really able to figure it out, trying to like figure it out, or like I was able to figure it out just painting and playing with it on my own outside of stream. Because I remember when I first started coloring and rendering on stream, I was struggling so much, actually. I was like, oh, I don't know if this is turning out well, and then I did it on my own off stream, and I was like really liking the way I changed my approach to doing it, just very slightly. And I really enjoyed the process, you know, getting painterly strokes done on the scarves, a bunch of like shapes for the wrinkles and stuff you can see on sleeves, getting that nice contrast of light with dark. This one I'm really happy with. I think this one is like another good indicator of my progress of art, and I'm just really proud of that I was able to push through with this one especially. Because I know Huevember was especially tough for me, but I think Huevember was that push I was trying to use in order to like really get into doing more art, and especially test out art styles more, especially. Oh, more water. And then December pops around, which is right now, and I'm working. Again, I've only really had one piece that I finished for December, which is that last November piece, and then the reference sheet for my Splatoon Sona. Currently working on the Leshy portrait, and then I'm working on that piece of fan art, which should be done kind of soonish, so might be done this weekend, actually. But I just kind of want to work on it off stream because it's a nice thing to like to have art. It's kind of good to have art to work on stream, but also have art off stream. For some reason, that seems to work really well for me. I'm finding right now. I'm kind of going with that. So for now, I'll just put this for the December one. Even though I don't think it's entirely accurate for what I want for December, but I think it's still a good piece to put in because I still like how it turned out. But this is another piece of fan art. This is Otis from Owlboy. Again, these two are indie games that I played earlier this year on streams. And this one again is just me doing, again with playing around with that painterly style and whatnot. And I'm really happy with how this one turned out because I really like the posing of it, and I really like how I was able to fiddle with the color palette. Because again, the big thing with November was using a limited color palette, and I really liked kind of playing with that limited palette of red with the green as a complement on this. Well, the green is very, very stark and blaring, but still. But I think as the year kind of finished up, I really dove out of that round brush pressure opacity practice stage that I was like forcing myself to go into to like reassess what I wanted to do with art, and then really pushing myself to be more painterly, learn how to do backgrounds, learn how to use perspective, learn how to do more dynamic posing, learn how to use perspective and dynamic posing, play with composition and contrast more, and just do all that sort of stuff to just kind of improve myself in art in various different fields. And I'm really proud of how far I went with that. But yeah, this is my 2022 art in review. I will replace the December image probably with a different one. We'll see when I finish some more pieces for this month before I get this like posted on social media or something. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm really happy to see my progress throughout the year, and just, you know, knowing that I still made a good amount of pieces throughout the year. Sometimes a few per month, sometimes just one per month, but still enough that I could really, for the most part, fill out. This calendar, I'm trying to see. I wonder if I have like my old. I'm not gonna pull it up, but I want to see if I have like my old year in review for art for like 2020, I think it was. I don't know if it's lying around though. I'll have to look. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be honest. Sorry for the yawning, y'all. This always happens when I'm streaming at night. Not sure. Maybe it's in my Instagram archive, because I archived my posts. I didn't delete them, but I did archive a bunch of them. I'm gonna need to archive some posts on Instagram later also. I did! Here it is. I did one for June. I did one for 2020 from June all the way to December. But it's only 7 months. Because I didn't start digital art until like June of 2020. Wow. Seeing how my art has changed is interesting. But I'm finding that pocket that I want to sit in for my art, kind of trying to sit in it and get cozy in it. It's been going pretty well. I've been enjoying it. Okay. What was this next thing I said I wanted to do? Oh, I was going to show y'all like how my persona came to be. don't have an export of this. I'll just open them up in the Clip Studio files. My first ever conceptualization was in mid-February. Taking this out, this was the earliest fully drawn out conceptualization I had for my persona. The whole idea was the flaming head and then the magenta capelet that I wear. And then the button up was supposed to be tucked in, but here it was kind of untucked for some reason. And then I had like texture. Oh, I really like the texture I did for this, like the soot head. And then originally for the neck, because I didn't have a face, the neck was supposed to be like how a flame shows up on like a stove top. But the flames would like look, let's see if I can like find an image of it. Like, let me grab reference images so y'all can see like what I was like trying to envision with this. Again, this is like the idea behind the flames around the neck, like where the neck is like kind of severed here. And it was supposed to like replicate, like the flames were supposed to replicate like a stovetop, and then the height of the flames would be kind of like whoa, this is really big. Okay, but it would be basically like this, like an audio visualizer, so the height of the flames around the neck would like go up and down based on like how I would be talking, sort of thing. But that was the idea I kind of had for it. So this is like the first like ever consideration I had for like my persona, and then by the end of February I actually drew out a proper illustration of my persona. So we got the floating head, no face as you can see, got the magenta capelet, the button up, the ribbon tie. I actually did a version 2 of this, which had this dagger pattern as like a makeshift eye, and this is like kind of like the beginning of me being like, oh, what if I did like an eye, like one eye, like a left eye sort of thing. And originally it was a dagger shape because, and the daggers in the left eye means in logo, and because the dagger's supposed to represent the fact that in various cases a dagger symbol is used to represent death. But death in tarot and like major arcana can sometimes be interpreted as reincarnation or the end of something and the start of something new, which ties into the whole liminal space, transitioning and transience theme. But that's why I originally started with this dagger shape for the eye. And then we have the Pride Month illustration, which it started becoming a regular diamond shape for the eye. And then by the time we had this illustration, I was like, oh, what if I did like a pupil? Like you can see I had like a pupil here. Oh my god, Clip Studio is glitching on me. Oh no, is it because I have a lot of files open? Hold on. Just close these really quick. Yeah, I started actually adding a pupil to the eye so you could just at least see like my eye movements and stuff. And then if you look at the fall illustration, if you zoom in, I actually decided to make the pupil a spiral shape, which is now going to be like, it'll be like a major thing. Like I'm going to emphasize that spiral shape especially, but I wanted to choose that spiral shape to kind of show, you know, that descent to madness. The more you like do your self-introspection sort of thing, you know, you kind of get wrapped up in like analyzing yourself and your feelings. And I really like the spiral eye because It's seen in a lot of like monster design motifs, like for example the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts and stuff, and it really goes with like the whole jagged mouth design sort of thing. And this is what I look like now, as you can see right here in the corner on the stream overlay. And eventually I will make an updated design. I don't know if I'll actually have a design ready to go by the time I return to streaming. I feel like that might be too soon, but we'll see. Give me a moment, y'all. I'm just getting some more water. Okay. So before we continue to the goal setting, I also wanted to talk about the Twitch recap. So I have both the regular viewer side recap, and I also have my streamer side recap. So I first want to do the streamer side recap. I should be able to open those files directly. Streamer. So, I had 42 broadcasts, and I might have streamed a few times before I properly debuted this year. Yeah, 42 broadcasts, like... I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a slightly over the number of streams I've had as my current branding, but we have hit 40 streams. And then we are currently at like 205 followers, I think. So that is a sign that the recap does pull your stats from a little earlier in the year, because, you know, they can't go all the way to the end of the year. But thank you all for watching and chilling with me, and also big shout out to all the people that have supported me in the past. Very shy, ubu happy. As you can see, my top categories are art, because I am an artist. I do art streams. Bear and Breakfast, which was one of the first games I ever played upon my debut. Inscription, Inscription, so great. I need to get back to doing Casey's mod. Maybe we'll do that on Saturday. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know, I do want to revisit a few games I haven't played in a while before I wrap up for the year. And of course, just chatting, like right now. And then for top emotes, I like how 3 of them, I believe the 1st, 3rd, and 5th emotes are Basil Wolf emotes, and that's because Citrona uses these emotes all the time. It's the most entertaining thing. And then the second, who has been using the smiley face in my chat? Who are you? Who is the one who's been using this? This does not stand out to me as an emote that people commonly use. Like, it does not. And then the 4th one is a Prowler 1 Chaos emote, which I can actually use right now. Hold on. It's this little cutie. Not the Christmas hat, but it's the same thing. Because Prowler, woo! So this is my streamer side recap. Thank you all for giving me company, especially after I properly did my serious VTuber/PNG tuber debut. And I look forward to more fun streams of doing art and stuff and whatnot. And more games. And I'm kind of thinking that when I get back to a schedule next year, I saw that someone else does like, instead of like a full-on schedule, to just be like, oh, I'm likely to stream on this day, less likely to stream on this day, and I'm like, I might just do that instead of having a proper schedule or something. That way I don't have to flood my media tab on Twitter with all these schedule posts and stuff. That could be nice. And I don't have to announce if I'm canceling a stream or not, I just do it. I just have a stream. But yeah, I'm just really pleasantly surprised that y'all want to watch and chill out with little old me. I don't know. It just makes me happy to have people to talk to have people to enjoy these fun games with, and talk about artwork with and stuff. It's nice. I really enjoy y'all's company a lot. I really do. Well, let me continue to the next recap and then I can gush more about y'all. But here is the viewer side recap. So, I have apparently watched 300 days of the year or something, and I have accumulated 1 million channel points. My 4 favorite streamers, Nogichi, Miss Saucy, and Soshi Sute, are IRL friendos. Nogichi I literally mod for, so I literally have to be at most of her streams, but I enjoy her company because she was one of my dance directors, and I'm really happy to have reconnected with her in 2020 actually, yeah. I don't have to be there. Mod-wise I should, but otherwise, yeah. I love her streams. Nogi's great. Nogi's such a great person. I'm actually do this really quick. Super great as a mentor and someone to look up to. She's a great dancer, a great model, a great content creator. She does a lot of great video editing. She does a lot of stuff, and I'm really happy to have had her as my dance director and to have reconnected with her. Because otherwise I wouldn't have met all these lovely IRL friendos that I now have, in addition to Nogi that I hang out with online. And these people make up a big, like 1/3 of the usual social interactions I get nowadays online, including you, Stitchy. I don't know, what do you mean wholesome? I am just stating the facts of how much I love y'all. But I'm just really happy to have met these people like Nogi and Saucy and Soshi and Stitch and other peeps in the circle. Thanks to connecting to Nogi and really getting involved in her community and streams more. Toad! Okay, Toad, enjoy the bottle of Ciroc vodka! I see. Sharing the... I'll pass on the vodka, but thank you. But yeah, there's a great joy in reconnecting with someone, but really getting to know them even more and actually hang out with them as a friend instead of just this director to dance around the team relationship that was previous. I don't know, I just really appreciate having this on one of the circles, especially because after high school and after college, you really have those times when you're you reevaluate your friendships and you're kind of oh, I need to really properly pick and choose who I want to be friends with and who I don't need to show more time to if it's not going to be properly reciprocated, sort of thing. And it just happens to everyone. I bear no ill will towards those that thought the same toward me. Just, we all have our close friends that we want to hang out with, and there are others that we were acquainted with, but you really want to tighten those friend circles up. And so I'm really happy that I chose this friend circle especially. Yeah, check out Nogi, check out Saucy also. Nogi streams League and Valo, and also some indie games. They've been playing Pokemon Scarlet/Violet recently also. She does subathons. Nogi actually has a subathon this month on December 30th. Kind of a PSA to other peeps here that may or may not also be mods for Nogi, in case you need to know that she has a subathon at that time, so that way we can get ready for it. But yeah, if y'all want to see me do some fun modding and stuff while she does stuff. Like she does cosplays a lot too. She's such a cool cosplayer and goes to a lot of conventions and stuff. Um, Probably will have some cosplay stuff for her December subathon. This is definitely not the first time you're hearing about this. Yeah, also thank you, Toad. Toast to Nogi with the vodka. But yeah, December 30th, y'all. I'll try to share it in my Discord also. For y'all that aren't like super connected to my fun times at Nogi. But she's super cool. Also, just a nice side note that Nogi, Saucy, and Soshi are what we call flesh streamers. Yeah. So hope to see y'all there if you do decide to stop by, because Nogi streams are fun. You get to see fun, stupid, fun stuff that happens at her subathons, like cosplays and maybe drinking, fun dares. I think for one of the past subathons, when Kirby and the Forgotten Land just came out, I think by a gifted sub, I got her to a milestone and I made her write a fan fiction about Kirby and Bandana Waddle Dee. And multiple times there's been pie to the face. Always great. But yeah, Saucy and Soshi sometimes have a PNG tuber model. So, you know. Saucy plays a lot of Riot games, but she also plays some other games as well. She's super cool, super beautiful and gorgeous. All my friends are gorgeous and cute and handsome and beautiful and attractive and charismatic. And then we have Soshi. He's such a great Osu player. He was literally last streaming Osu. He also plays a bunch of like Valo, and he's been playing some League recently. I don't think he's been streaming very recently, but he's also a great Osu player. So if you need more Osu players to check out him and hope he streams sometime soon. Because I'm not sure when he's streaming next. Yeah. Osu. Like it's said in that announcement for Soshi's shout out. The rhythm game. Osu. Now for that fourth little person right there, Brawler. I found Brawler on my Twitch recommended last year in November, so it was actually like near the time when Brawler first properly started VTubing, but I believe I found him shortly after that happened, and I only stopped by recently. I was like, oh, I like your model, and I didn't really talk again, and that was when I was like 2-3 handles back, so it was like a very different handle too, and I didn't come back. I didn't watch too many streams because it got kind of overwhelming to watch a lot of streams initially during the pandemic, and you know, I was already watching Nogi streams and my friends, like IRL friendos that streamed, and I just got done watching a lot of streams from a big streamer just because I didn't want to be in the community anymore. And it was also weird because I was like, oh, I found this VTuber through like Twitch's homepage, which I never really bothered to check someone out just because I see them on my homepage, you know? I never really came back to the streams, but then at like the beginning of this year, maybe February, March, April, I got a gifted sub to Brawler. And it was through that gifted sub that I decided to come to the stream and start properly watching his streams. And one of the things that I remember from the few streams I attended last year in fall were people like Mika and Rox. Mika is I believe Brawler's only moderator, but they're super welcoming, super friendly to everyone. And Mika and Rox were like, I believe, two of the people that I distinctly remember as being super friendly and super welcoming when I first stopped by Brawler streams last year in fall. And to see them again be so welcoming, I had basically a new handle and stuff. By the time I showed up after I got this gifted sub, I was like, clearly, this is a community that's welcoming. And from there I started to slowly ease myself into... Hold on, let me close this. Into being a part of Prowler's community, talking and becoming friends with the people there. And here I am. I watch Prowler streams basically all the time, except when I have school, but sometimes I watch it like right before or right after I have my classes. We just write Prowler's up there. Yeah. He's great. I'm giving him a shout out. Yeah. I think I can do it, right? Yeah. He is a Leshen VTuber. He's super cool. He's a programmer. He's a graphic designer. He's an amazing illustrator. Super funny. He's a League of Legends streamer. Don't tell him I said that, because I can call it to him in his face during his streams. But he's super cool, super chill, and all the people in his chats are super nice and welcoming and all want to learn about art and do fun stuff with art, and we're all monster romancers, or monster fuckers if you want to be blunt about it. We all love our usual memes and stuff too, but it's really chill, and I've just been really happy to chill and kind of enjoy the community, talk to people in the community, and just enjoy all the peeps there. A lot of the peeps that stop by my streams nowadays are also friends that are viewers of Prowler, and it's like beyond the Prowler streams and me streaming that we get to talk and play games together and do stuff, which I'm really grateful for, because it kind of stands out to me like, hey, we are legitimate friendos, not just people that happen to watch the same stream together and blah blah blah, like we do a little fun haha here and there. We get on voice chat, we play some games together, Splatoon and Minecraft. Thank you, Stream Elements. I'm not gaming, but okay. But I think right now, after having distanced myself from that previous big streamers community that I used to be in, because there's a lot of drama and stuff that happened, and I'm still kind of reeling, kind of like still mentally recovering from that, honestly. Because there's a lot of mental capacity that I used up in like reassessing my social and mental health and coping mechanisms and stuff. I think finding this online circle, this community, was a really big boost for my health. It gives me something else to also look forward to, to talk about art with my friends, to talk about Splatoon, to talk about role-playing, to talk about VTubing. When I say you pick and choose your friend circles, this is one of those friend circles that I also wanted to choose for myself. To give myself serotonin, to keep myself happy. Yeah. And then from there we have our top emotes and top categories for my Twitch recap. As you can see, I have a Nogi emote as one of my top emotes, the Hoya. Hold on. See. Hoya! And then two of my other top emotes are Prowler emotes. I'm actually surprised that one of them is Chaos. I'm actually surprised that Bag made it. I feel like I rarely use Bag now though, surprisingly. I definitely use Chaos a lot more than Bag. I'm really shook by that. And then my top categories, I'm a little shook by, only because of Lost Ark. So Valorant. So 3 out of the 4 people on there, they stream Valorant, usually on a normal basis, and I played Valorant with them until I stopped earlier this year. So that's normal. Art, I love watching art. Prowler is an art streamer. I love watching art streams. Just chatting. Everyone does just chatting streams. But then Lost Ark comes in like a wallop, just ambushes me. It's like, what? How? The only person I can think of that really streamed Lost Ark that I watched was Nogi. She didn't even stream it for that long. People didn't play it for that long. She didn't play it for that long either. Why does Lost Ark get to be one of the 4 top categories? This is not fair. There are other games that I have been watching instead of Lost Ark. Like, I don't know, Minecraft, or League of Legends, or, I don't know, Stardew Valley. Why Lost Ark? Why? Or like Animal Crossing, like, who approved this? This is not okay. Absolutely not okay. Ugh. I'm absolutely appalled by that. I'm just so shook and so confused and just astonished by how Twitch thought Lost Ark was one of my top categories. It was not. Twitch, how dare you? I'm so interested to see how my recaps will look next year. Will I be this upsetty spaghetti? Will I be happier with what happens and what pops up? We will see. We will see. Yee-hoo. Okay. I think I'm done complaining about my recaps, I think. Anything else I need to think about? Not really. But as like the second half or like the third or whatever of this year really started, thanks to like Prowler's community, I really started watching more. Like, I'm starting to watch a lot more streamers now actually than I did before. So I've been watching a lot more streamer friends of Prowler. You're gonna go to sleep? Okay, good night, Ita. Thank you for chilling with us. I give you many forehead kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. I hope you have sweet dreams. And good luck with work as usual. I love you lots. You sort of wish it was easier to see some of these as graphs or whatever. Yeah, I would love to know like the stats. Like how much do I use like the Nogi Hoya versus like my Prowler emotes, you know? Or like how much of my watch time was like Nogi and how much was like Prowler and like these other streamers, you know? And like who are like my others? Like I want to see more than just the top 4, you know? For sure, I would want some more data on this. But yeah, I've been watching a lot more streamer friends of Prowler, so I've been watching people like Clover and JP and even Maya a little bit and Frayed, and I'm expanding like a little more on streamers I watch, and I've been also watching other streamers that I've just been following on Twitter but haven't actually like checked their streams out yet. And I'm very, very slowly starting to like actually enter their streams and be like, hi there, hello, you know. Dive into other communities. It's a very slow but steady effort for me to be doing that. Also, let me go access my Twitch recap that way, actually. I think I remember seeing that, but... Okay, mute tab. Also, hi Zach, hello, long time no see, welcome in. Right now we're just doing some reminiscing, so right now, I'm reviewing... Hold on, recap. How do I see my recap? Cause it's not here. I'll just search up Twitch recap. Pardon the bitrate as I do this. But I just did my 2022 art and review. And right now I looked over my streamer side and viewer side recaps. Okay, just take me to the website, please. Thank you. Viewer. Yeah, I just... Yeah, I've been really expanding out to a lot more streamer communities now since I've been feeling a lot more confident talking, thanks to both like Nogi streams since I've been modding for her, and also in Prowler streams because everyone in there is so friendly and welcoming that I've gotten more used to saying hi to everyone when they hop in and like being like, welcome in, hello, welcome in Raiders. Like I would not have done that like a year ago. 2 years ago, like I would have been very shy, ooh and chat. I would have like barely chatted and stuff. But now I'm like, hey, so and so, welcome in, nice to see you, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And you know, it's an interesting like flip how being in these communities and like these streamer chats just like, you know, just in the blink of an eye really change how my social health and like grows, and, like how my social health improved, and like how much more confident I feel chatting with people and like entering new spaces. Anyway, so according to my recap, I used Nogichi's Hoya 353 times. I used Prowler 1 Chaos 134 times. The smiley I used 65, and then the heart I used 63. Okay, and then Prowler 1 Bag I only used 55 times, so... Okay, whatever. Apparently I gifted 13 subs, which sounds normal, but apparently I modded for 14 channels, which is very false. I don't use that many emotes, and that's just because personally I get kind of shy about using other streamer emotes in streamer chats. And also because sometimes I have very specific emotions that I want to convey. Sometimes I just use LOL or Lamau. But sometimes the emotes that other streamers have don't always represent the usual emotions that I try to convey when I'm talking in chat. I just personally don't use a lot of emotes as I think I would, personally. That's just me. Yeah, I watched 399 hours of Nogi, 241 hours of Prowler. Top 1% of chatters for both Nogi and Prowler. The count of unique streamers you were given mod access for over the last year, presumably including your own stream? Really? Interesting. I had someone who showed a website that actually shows what channels you're actually a mod for, and I believe I was looking at that website and it only shows me as a mod for 4 channels right now. You got made mod for 10 seconds plus 1 decay. I don't think I've gotten added mod like randomly like that this past year at all. I was really confused because I was like, it's only been like 4 channels right now, and like this is 14 for whatever reason. Because like, I can't think of any channels that I mod on right now seriously that I would be that I would know of besides the ones that were shown on the list. Though I'm also wondering if the website doesn't take into account maybe the more inactive channels, because I might have had some friends who have modded me, but they barely stream. I don't know. It is interesting. Let's see. Oh. I created 8 emotes because I'm an illustrator. Yeah. It'd be interesting if this told me like new streamers that I found this year. It's not that you modded, it's that you have or had mod access. Yeah, I know. That's a little more finicky on like the word meaning, but we're saying the same thing. Yeah, because I didn't see, because I think some of the channels on the website my friend someone sent in another server, I think some of those channels weren't included, and I'm like, they stream like once or twice or something. But I think I'm like a mod. It's weird and funky. I don't know, it's whatever. I don't think it's an important stat, I guess. Maybe not for me, I guess. I don't know. Or whatever. Oh, Mariah Carey, the bitch got you. Oh no, Bones! Oh dear. Your kneecaps are gone. This is an anti-Mariah Carey house right here. We do not support the Mariah Carey. We just specifically don't like the Christmas song that she sang. I do not like that song. I need to like write down somewhere. I had this like list of things that are forbidden from the Left Eye Means In. So one of them is Persona 5. We do not permit Persona 5 in this in. We also do not permit Mariah Carey, and specifically the All I Want for Christmas Is You song. I feel like there are more things that need to go on the forbidden list, but I'm not sure what they are. Like Persona 5 does not get my attention. Every time someone hears jazz and they're like, wow, this sounds like Persona 5 music, I want to perish and burn them. I want to perish but also burn them. Okay. What do you mean you're not allowed to get your 2 front teeth? Wait, what do you mean? Jokes aside, you're waiting for your sibling and you saw massage chairs that you can use for your vibing. Nice! I don't think I've really used a massage chair, or I'm very suspicious of seeing those, and I'm like, would I like turn to jelly if I like used a massage chair? Like, I don't know how I'd feel about that. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth was what you thought of? Really? That I do not know that reference, to be honest. No, we're talking about the Mariah Carey song. I'm actually gonna type this down in my attic panel in my server. Forbidden in the Left Eye Means In. Persona 5. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. If I think of more, I'll have to add to that list. It's an old song? I see. Probably don't know it. Or maybe I do know it, but it's now gone from my memory. As many things might be. Let's see, is there anything else that would be forbidden from the end? I've said before on stream that Persona 5 is not allowed here. And that I've hated the Mariah Carey song, but I can't think of anything else. Oh, Shelter! I will also ban the song Shelter by Porter Robinson and Madeon. Porter Robinson and Madeon's Shelter. Their other tracks are totally fine, but I heard Shelter too many times in college. Tired and sickened of that track. We have three things that are forbidden in the end. They are not allowed here. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and switch over. We're gonna go ahead and do some goal setting stuff really quick. I'm gonna check this on my end just to double check that I didn't put anything dumb on this. Cause I made sure to double check to make sure there wasn't anything that would be doxing. Yeah, okay. So before we do goal setting for 2023, I gotta look at the goals I set for 2022. And assess what I did, and then prepare my goals for 2023 based on the goals that I set for this past year. So for 2022, I set up a spreadsheet and I did 3 types of goals. I did the resolutions, which would be the goals for the entire year. I did goals per trimester, so for each batch of 4 months. And I did small goals for each month. Everyone got that? Cool, thank you. So, we're gonna start small and go big. So for January, I was about to start my spring semester this year. And of course I got that done. In February, I started hanging out with IRL friendos a lot more, or more specifically like the friendos that I met through like Nogi and others. They're super cool and nice. Um, and then in March, I had this big project that I had for one of my classes that I really wanted to make sure I got done. So that was my big goal for that month, really. April, July, and September and October, I did not have anything goal-wise. Intriguingly enough. But for May, I got good grades for the semester. Because they're just projects for graphic design. Yeah. For June, I wanted to do a nicer illustration for Pride Month. So I'll probably keep that goal for next year and hopefully have put it as a Pride Month illustration. Now that I'm finding where I want to be with my art. August again was just prepare for the semester. November was the reason. This goal was the reason why I did November. I wanted to do a month-long art prompt, which I originally had for October, or Inktober or something, but I wasn't able to do it. So I moved it to November. I did November. I completed it late, but I still technically completed the goal. So haha, suckers. And then good grades for this fall semester. Yeah. And then as for trimester goals, those were mostly bigger goals that I had that I wanted to address. So for the most part, the first 2 trimesters was expanding my art portfolio, which was also, it's kind of like a yearly thing, honestly. During the second trimester, that was mainly the summer months. It was to really have fun because it was summer break for me. And I did, I had fun. I also got back to Twitch streaming, which was one of my biggest goals. And I had to deal with renewing Adobe Creative Cloud because unfortunately that's the thing I have to do because woohoo, subscription service! Yay! And then for this current trimester, which is the last trimester of the year, one of them was to balance school, streaming, and art, which I have successfully done. Somehow, Lord Almighty. And then this is yet to be fully complete. It is to complete 1 illustration per holiday in each month. I did one for Halloween. I don't think I did one for the Lunar Festival, or the Mid-Autumn Festival, so that kind of sucks. That's okay. Thanksgiving doesn't deserve one. I do want to try to get one done for the end of the year holidays at least, so it's an in-progress goal right now. I've partially done it. And I hope to get it done. So I need to think about what I want to do for my end of the year holiday illustration. Also, I see you linked the song and music. I'll have to check that out later. And then as for my big goals for the year, it was just art and dance. So one of them was to have 2 pieces per trimester that I was proud of. And that is for sure complete. I definitely have had, I literally did my art in review. I can literally look at this and be like, hey, I was proud of this, I was proud of these backgrounds, I was proud of these backgrounds that I made for my stream, I'm proud of all these illustrations. I'm so proud of the progress that I'm making. This is not to be arrogant, but I'm really happy to see my own progress, and thanks to the efforts that I've been able to put in. And I hope to keep learning more and more to keep improving as an artist. The other goal, which I have not done properly, is to create choreography to a song, because I've been trying to get back into dance, and I still haven't been able to do it, and I was like, maybe I'll be able to do it this month. I don't know. I doubt I'll be able to, so just might have to pass over to the next year. I have been learning K-pop dances, but that doesn't specifically meet this goal that I have for myself, just specifically to make choreography, because I haven't done that in a while. So we'll see. Being proud of your own progress and hard work isn't arrogance. I know. I just feel like there's some weird stigma towards people being proud of their work or something for some reason. That's what it feels like. It feels like to me there's this weird, there shouldn't be, but there's this stigma, people being proud of what they do and stuff, and it's why? People make progress and improve and are growing, so they should be proud of the growth they make, They will struggle, they will succeed, they will survive and thrive. Okay, now that I did this review, I'm going to now... We're all gonna do this together. If y'all had any goals that you wanted to share that you accomplished or did not accomplish for 2022, please feel free to share also. I would love to know what goals y'all had set for the year. I want to do my goal setting for 2023, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to format it. Like if I want to try to do this on Google Sheets for y'all. Just cause I think the Prowler remix songs count as a goal of some kind? They did not know. I did not put any goals in regards to like making music. Maybe I could make a goal for that for this upcoming year. Which is to like actually release a song. Cause I've been wanting to release the music I have, but a lot of them they are supposed to have vocals, and I'm like, I don't know if my mic is good enough quality for that just yet. And it's not like I have proper sing. Well, I haven't really properly sang since like middle school, but I want to do that at least. I'd kinda go in for that. Okay, I'll put it somewhere. But give me a moment, y'all. I want to figure out how to format this, but I want to like do this in a very nice looking way, at least for myself. So I might... I'll have to recopy this over to a proper spreadsheet for myself later. Let's see here. I think if I do it this way, it might be okay. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm on my art account email, so I should be okay. But I have to format these now because I just directly copied over the cells. It's okay. I do too much Excel. This is a little too much of a piece of cake for myself. Sad to say. That's fine. I'm gonna resize these a little more. A little more. Hold on. And then I need to change the cell alignments also really quick. 100. Oh god. Okay. 450, I guess? How did these fit in, my lord? Presumably, I'm gonna keep this and look at it later? Yeah. I have this linked on like my Notion workspace, so I always go back and look at this like once or like a few times per trimester to just reassess my goals and like change any upcoming goals if I need to. And I'll probably like add a tab to the current spreadsheet I have with this and just kind of tack on the years together and like the tabs at the bottom. So currently this isn't it because I have to this isn't the actual one. Let me go ahead and do these. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So for 2023, this might not be super visible for y'all, actually. I'll like shorten these a little more. 400, maybe 300. And then I'm gonna shorten the annual goal wordings, because I'm gonna keep them the same. So again, I want to create at least 2 pieces per trimester that I want to be proud of art-wise, and I am going to carry over the proper choreography because I still need to do that. As for this monthly goals, I definitely know that I'm gonna have my spring semester, that'll be my final semester, so this will be prepare for the semester and get good grades for the spring semester. This one. For June, for the month of June, I'm gonna carry over the Pride Month goal, but call it Pride Month illustration. And then this is going to be moved into October for like Inktober, not Inktober, but any relevant thing. This one will go here. This one we'll put here actually. So right now, this is what I have written down so far. So expanding digital art portfolio is just a very general thing, so this is something to just remind myself to make art, really. But then in the last trimester, it's a little more serious because it's like, look at all these holidays you can make illustrations for whatever reason. Because there's a lot for some reason. We got the Mid-Autumn Festival and Halloween and Thanksgiving and all these end-of-the-year holidays. Anyway, hold on, let me zoom in a little more. Sorry, I forgot to zoom in after I did the reformatting of stuff. This one should be scheduled Twitch streaming because I will be taking a break, and then January, February I should be like getting back to having some sort of schedule for streaming. I think August will be where I will re-debut or celebrate VTuber debut anniversary, which will include 2.0 like my model or something, blah blah blah. Assuming I don't do updated stuff for like my overlays and stuff earlier. But I'm kind of tempted to rather save it until much later instead of doing it in January, February, which was my original goal, but I feel like I should like spread it out a little more and be a little more patient with it. Where is the tab? Okay. I had to like put more than one goal under this month, which is annoying. But I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put it here for the trimester because it's literally just this trimester. Survive the semester. And then we can empty out May. And then consolidate social media handles, because that, Lord, that is something that I still need to do. after the fiasco when I changed my handle because Twitter was imploding. It's a very small thing. I don't think it should be that difficult even to do, but having small steps like that is very important to do, for myself at least. And then, because you mentioned it, I will go ahead and put okay, let's show up the proper emoji. Release one proper release a song I composed myself. Maybe, hopefully, maybe next year is the year I do it. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Put song or track so I don't feel pressured to have to like do vocals, you know? But it's something I do want to do, and I could literally do it ASAP. I just need vocals. It's just I need to get that confidence to post my music and stuff. So SoundCloud, here I come. I'm trying to think, what other goals do I want to like put down on this right now? July. July is when Art Fight happens. So art-wise, I want to participate in Art Fight, like actually. So for goals, I want to be very specific with it, that's reasonable within that month. So like for October, at least 4 pieces, even if there's like daily prompts. So for July, I want to be like, complete 3+ attacks for Art Fight. Because the way it works is that you quote-unquote attack other players on the opposing team for Art Fight, and the attacks consist of doing basically fan art of that other player's original characters. So that's literally all it would be. I participated in Art Fight all the way back in 2020, but that's like when I first started doing art, and now I'm just here like, haha. I was just a greenhorn back then. I could definitely do this by the time July rolls around. I just have to actually get all of that stuff done. Well, let me see. I want to try to have small goals, like at least 1 goal per month at least specifically. I think I could use May or something to be like to tentatively get a new outfit or model setup for like VTubing done. Not for like rigging or anything, but at least in advance have it ready. It's just very far away from August, personally, based on like the whole time frame. So actually what I could do is switch May and June so that I do the Pride Month illustration in advance to post when June starts, and then by the end of June have that new model finally finished. So that way in mid-August when I celebrate that 1 year, it'll be like, woohoo, yay! Okay, so let me find a good emoji for these. Let me see if I can find like a candle, I guess. I can just navigate this. If it could actually... I hate it when it doesn't like post properly, because Unicode, grumble. Candle, copy, paste, finish PNG Tuber model version 2.0. Okay. And then for that trimester, I also want to have finish updated VTuber Viz Dev. Because that's going to be a long-term project that I'm going to be starting right now, which involves, you know, the overlay, like the simple overlay, the streaming stuff, anything I need to update, but also like getting more illustrations done for my personal enjoyment of the world building that I've done, like all the stuff you see in like my research journal, for example. So I guess I should say something like have 10 plus pieces for my VTuber Viz Dev project. You know, there's gonna be a lot of stuff, and they don't need to be fully finished pieces, but at least enough stuff that I have a lot more of my world building visually depicted that you know, not just me can like understand what I'm trying to visualize for it. It's going to be a long-term project, but I have two-thirds of this upcoming year to like really get that down, you know? Let's see. Let me see if I can think of more monthly goals to figure out. Cause there's this more. I guess another trimester goal, because I know I'm gonna have to deal with it, is to get used to driving. Oh wow, this is not in the right typeface. Now it is. Since I'll be driving now that I have a car. Still a little nervous about it, but I'm definitely kind of chill with driving now. But I haven't really driven by myself just yet, so I really need to like hopefully use this break to do that, and then use this upcoming trimester to just kind of get used to driving by myself around, especially to school and stuff, and driving around or whatever. That really fills up that trimester with a lot of goals, doesn't it? Also, actually, I will remark on what you just said, Toad, about having stuff I did that I didn't have goals for. On my Notion database, where I also link to the spreadsheet where my goals are, I also have a list of milestones that go all the way back to like when I was a child. So I have a list of every like small or big milestone, whether it's like an art piece got recognized or got a lot of attention, if I graduated or did something. I have a lot of that sort of stuff there already. Kind of forgot for some reason. Oh, and this mix repeats because it has been 2 hours. Yeah. I'm like trying to think of like other specific goals to put on here, but like I'm not like super like I don't try to make super big out there goals is the thing. I'd always try to be realistic with my goals within like what I think I could do or what I potentially could do if I push myself within my limits and reason. Oh, I guess for summer, see, which one looks like a briefcase? This one. Look for graphic design job. I will be job hunting next year officially, so that'll be a goal that I have for myself, especially during that trimester. Let me change some of the wording. File. obtain a graphic design job. Not just look, obtain a job. Adjust to driving. Indeed, it'll be a big change, yeah. It'll be the start of my big years of just being in a job. Finally a transition from just being in school all the time. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, next year there's a lot of stuff. The end of this year has been kind of the start of that. Or the start of this transition to another phase of my life, really. Just change this to this step to make it shorter. Okay. Let's change that to advanced. I'm picky. Okay. Yeah, so I'm also kind of curious to see how that will affect my scheduling. But we'll have to see how that goes. I'll get to it when I get to it, you know? It's hard to like really plan for goals for like that last trimester, because it's literally, that trimester is literally a year away from right now. Like I had these other 2 trimesters to get through before I even get to that fall to winter trimester. Like, I don't want to introduce anything super big, because like originally this year I was gonna like start like a Redbubble store and stuff and sell stickers and stuff, and I just found myself too busy like starting up Twitch again and getting ready for school that I couldn't do that goal. And I personally don't think that's something I should push on myself again, like as a goal a year from today, when I'm still finding the pocket I'm supposed to be comfortable in sitting in with my art and art style. And knowing that I have a lot of big changes coming up for next year. So, yeah. Honestly, the obtain a graphic design job could be more of an annual goal. But it's like one of the big goals for the year. Like not just a trimester, but like for the year. I actually might, hold on, let me arrange these. There we go. I can't really think of anything else goal-wise. I think for now this might be okay, but I'll definitely have to like keep looking back at this, especially as the year comes to like its full end. Because this is like this is only me actually looking at this and assessing this for the first time, what I want to do for next year. Which is great, you know, it's really important to like sit down and be like, what am I actually going to do next year? Let me set up a roadmap. But this isn't a roadmap yet, but it sets the stage for me to make roadmaps for things like my BizDev project, and like getting stuff ready for having an updated model and better streaming assets and stuff, you know, or like getting ready to get a job and whatnot. Yeah. Those are my goals. I think we have done everything that I planned to do on stream today. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here, because I am feeling a little tired actually. I've been spending both today and yesterday, like actively like drawing somehow since like the beginning of the day, which is weird because that usually never happens. I think it's because I've been working on this personal piece of fan art that I haven't been doing on stream. And I'm like, oh, motivation, you know? So I might go ahead and end stream here actually. I might not raid out. I might raid out. I could probably raid out. But I am just feeling a little wincy exhausted. So I don't know if I'll stay up any longer. But yeah, I think this is a good place for us to stop, so thank you all for being here and chilling with me and sitting with me as I started assessing my goals for next year and reviewing my 2022. I didn't get to hear much of y'all's resolutions or anything that you have planned yet. I better hear about them at some point, because I do love to hear about this stuff and I do love talking about that sort of stuff. Even though it can kind of be, not like uncomfortable, but it's like, oh. It's nice to set goals, I guess is like what I'm trying to say. But that doesn't mean everyone sets goals, but I think it's nice to have them sometimes, especially when you're trying to like improve your art, or you're trying to get through school, or you're trying to look for a job and stuff like that. And for me, those are all really happening, so I really do need to have some sort of roadmap or goal to set the stage for a roadmap in order to like feel like I have my life organized and to know what I need to do. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate your company. Yeah, I wasn't intending on this stream being super long in the first place, so this is, as I had thought, a short stream. I will be back Saturday morning. We will be doing art again, and I will probably be continuing to work on the Leshy portrait piece that I have. Finishing up the line art for that, and then coloring it. And maybe I'll finish it Saturday or Sunday. It would be great if I could finish it before I end up this week. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and raid my good friend Shuji. They are still streaming. It looks like they had to restart their stream, but right now they're working on making a nice reference sheet from an outfit that they got from a big artist named Kavix. Which is really cool because I know Shuji has told me a lot about how much they love Kavix and their art. And it's really cool that they got like a nice outfit raffle commission from Kavix, because the outfit looks amazing. Like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sure. Let's go ahead and raid Shuji. I don't think I've ever been able to raid Shuji before, so this is like a great first. So let me go ahead and do our shout out, you know, the usual hee hee hoo hoo. Aha! This is a surprise because we're gonna come invade soon. So please do give Shuji lots of love, lots of appreciation. They're super amazing. We're gonna be using our default raid message for today, for this raid, which will be Bonnie's Travelers bringing Liminal Lemonade. Because I don't really have anything else to think about, and I would like to not bring existential dread, or the dread of the fact that the year's ending over for now, even though they've kind of been talking about it in today's stream so far. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Please remember that you are loved, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are enough, and I need to make one revision to what I said for Saturday's stream. I'm also going to be working on one of the Luminary portraits because Citrona redeemed it for the month of December, and since I won't be having any more official streams, I do want to get that done before my schedule of streams, my schedules end for this year. But yeah, let me go ahead and get the raid started. There you go. Yeah, please copy that raid message, let's get ready to go, and I'll see you all there. Please give my friend Shuji lots of appreciation and love, and do ask about their webtoon that they are working on. Modern Zombie is the name of it. Alright, I'll see y'all around. Thank you all for being here. Please remember to get some water and snacks and food if you need to. And yeah, I hope to see you all next stream. Thank you, Magic. Thank you, Bones. Thank you, Citrona. Thank you, Ita. Thank you, Stitch. Thank you, Toady. Thank you, Zach. Thank you to anyone else that I didn't shout out that has been lurking.